PeopleShock, very interesting book. You can check it out. There she is. I suppose we have to talk about the other side. What are some of the mistakes or common mistakes that businesses do make in today's new market?
I think the biggest mistake that businesses make is not listening. They assume that if we don't hear from our customers, everything must be fine.
Okay.
And that's just not true.
Okay.
Most people, if they're not happy with the way things are going, they will walk away. They'll fail to renew a contract, but they won't tell you why and they won't give you warning. So companies need to really make an effort, both during the time people are their customers, but even afterwards, to find out what happened. Where could we have done this better? What could we do better in future? And most customers, even those who've left you, if you take that approach and really talk to them, you can win them back, and often they'll become your biggest advocates.
Okay, so what would be some of those warning signs to watch for as a business?
Well, it's funny, there are some obvious ones like sales dropping off. But apart from the obvious ones, there are more subtle ones that are going to lead to problems with customers. So if, for instance, your production equipment keeps breaking down, you know you've got problems that are leading to quality problems and leading to process delays, right? So people are going to be upset. If you're having trouble with staff and staff turnover being really high or absenteeism being really high, it means your staff aren't happy, which means they're not going to be delivering good service to your customers. Unhappy staff don't. And another one that I really like, because people often don't think about it, is in your executive suite, if everybody is either totally in agreement or totally in disagreement, arguing all the time, either of those extremes is bad. It means you've got a problem. So if everybody's arguing all the time, you're not sending a consistent message to the employees, so they're not delivering anything solid and good to your customers.
Okay.
But if people are afraid to speak up, you're not getting diversity of opinion and you have no idea what's really going on in your company and how your customers are really being treated.
All right, I love you talked about the employees. So how do you inspire employees if there is the not right attitude within the culture?
It's a tough thing. I mean, change management is never easy. And I think it really starts, I talk in the book about the 3 Ps of profit. The first one is promise. The second is people, and the third is process. But the promise is really where it starts. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? How is it going to make a difference in the world? Why should people deal with us? If you can come up with something inspirational that your staff are a part of coming up with, they will buy in and they will care. And the amazing thing is, even businesses that don't seem like they can have an inspirational angle can. So there's one company I talk about in the book, Jancoa and Janitorial Services, who, as the owner said to me, no one grows up wanting to be a janitor.
Yeah.
So how do you inspire huge turnover in that industry? And what they realized was these employees, they're immigrants, they have little education often, it's a terrible job, and they had no hope, they had no dreams. And so the company decided their mission was going to be trying to give these people reason to have dreams and help them achieve their dreams. Whether the dream was owning a home someday, getting an education, even buying a car.
Mm-hmm.
And they started working with their employees to help them achieve their dreams. Well, what happened is, of course, that inspired people so much. Their turnover rates lowered.
Right.
The customer service went way up because now the janitors cared about their job and took pride in it and wanted to deliver good service.
Great, absolutely great. Well, the book's called PeopleShock. We can check it out by Tema Frank. Thanks for joining us today and sharing those ideas about businesses.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick pause here on Dare Television. When we come back, we still lots more to come, and more Shumka dancing with Bridget Ryan. I think she's going to try to dance with her legs in the air without putting her hands down. So it's going to be really impressive. Stay with for that, Edmonton.